In this video, we are going to learn about Planner Premium. So this video supersedes all past task management videos I have created so far. These are the features Planner Premium offers, but we are going to focus on these features. The main difference is the way tasks are created. So Plan in Planner is a shared task list. You create a list of tasks, add a group of people to it, and then allocate work to each other. So each task is working independent of each other in isolation. When one task gets delayed, it doesn't affect another task. That's the basic planner plan. But reality is more complex. Some tasks are related to each other. If one task gets delayed, the task which is dependent on it obviously gets delayed, and this chain can be long. Essentially, it means the project is going to get delayed. That's where we need the premium version of Planner. You can go to the Planner website to purchase the premium plan or talk to your IT team to procure a license for you. Currently, there is a 1-month free trial available. As of May 2024, the new Planner is not available through the default Planner app. You have to access it by first going to Teams, click on the 3 dots, search for Planner, and then add it. Now let's walk through the entire process. I'm in Planner Premium. I go to New Plan, choose a Premium plan, and I'm going to start from scratch. If I want to, I can add a group of people right now, but we'll do it later. A blank plan is created, and there are multiple views. Initially, there is nothing there. You need to add tasks, so the grid view is better. It's important to understand which columns should be available because this is not like a regular task list. We have multiple columns here and I'm going to customize them. Right now we are just building the task list and deciding what is the duration of each task. So I'm just going to keep task name and duration. Duration can be added as days, months, years, weeks, and so on. So let me add a couple of more tasks. We have not yet said when the tasks begin. Now, ideally, we need to connect them to each other. Let's do that first. I'm going to go to timeline view, which is the coveted Gantt chart view. Right now, all of them are beginning here. So go to the task and drag from here and drop it. Both circles should be filled. That means they are connected. The same thing I'm going to do from build to release and release to monitor. Now, usually when the job is done or the project is done, last task should be called end project. And this task, it should have 0 duration. And that is called a milestone. And why is it important? Because the milestone is shown as a diamond here. So let's link it to the last item. So now we can see the whole plan like this. But right now it is just starting arbitrarily on May 20. Let's say we want to start it on another date. How do you do that? I don't have to put the start date for each of the items because remember all of them are linked. All that I have to do is decide the starting point of the project, the starting date for the first item. I'm going to do this in grid view. I want to add a column called start date. There is a column called start. Now each one of them already has a date because they are linked. So the only date I'm going to change is this one. So instead of 20th, if I say started on 23rd, everything else will change and it will get automatically calculated. Now it knows the start dates for all of them. It also knows the duration. So we can also see the end date or finish date. Now the next step is to add people to it because someone has to execute this work. That can be done in any view, but if you go in the Gantt chart view, you will be able to see the assign this task button. And now I can assign it to someone else. The person whom I am assigning the task to need not be having premium plan. So I'm going to add a new group, and while we are at it, let me add a couple of more names here. So now we have created a group, and now when I click on the plus sign, I'll see the list of people in the group, so I can quickly assign work to people. Of course, I can assign work to more than one person, in which case you will see the number. The milestone is not assigned to anybody. This is how you plan a set of linked tasks or essentially a project. Traditionally, this has been done in Microsoft Project or Project for the Web. Now it is a part of Planner Premium. If you already have Project for the Web, you can continue to use that. But Planner integrates much better with the rest of the Microsoft 365 ecosystem. So if you're starting from scratch, then this is the way to go. Now let's see how the execution of the project happens. Let's take an example of this user called Assistant. There are two tasks assigned to Assistant. Now let me log in as Assistant and go to Planner. This person has not created any plans, so this area is empty. But I have given tasks. So tasks assigned to me are available under my tasks and assigned to me. And here I can see build and release as the task coming from the plan or project premium demo. When I finish, I can simply mark it as complete. So when I come back to the main plan, this has been marked as complete, and the Gantt chart will also show that task as complete. So that is how everyone involved in the project can contribute to the update of the project. That not only saves time because the project manager is not chasing people asking, have you finished the work? It gives you instant visibility and more effective and proactive project management. So let's see how each task has more details available. If I go to the eye icon or information icon and click on it, a separate pane will open, details of each task, different compared to what we get in basic planner task. This is important. Specify how much work is done. For example, I'm going to say 3 hours of work is done. Now it says 13 hours of work is remaining. I can add dependency. In fact, first task is the first one, so there is no dependency on it. But if I go to build, notice there is a dependency on plan. Unless planning is done, I can't start building. So this is the name of the person who is supposed to do it. There's the finish date. There's the type of relationship. Means when the first one finishes, the second one can start. Driving means it's on critical path. So if this task gets delayed, the project gets delayed. In real life, planning and execution and Gantt chart is great, but there is a lot of other collaboration, files, meetings. We want all that to be available cohesively. So the first step is to create a team in Teams, add channels to it, and then add a premium plan to it. Finally, there is another concept of goals. If this plan is helping us achieve a particular goal, then you can connect to it. In the board view, currently we have only one bucket, but let's say I'm going to add another bucket and then I'm going to just drag drop a task. So the Gantt chart doesn't get affected. It's still linked to each other. So the same data can be viewed in various different ways. Another interesting view is the chart view. The same thing is being shown graphically, not started, in progress, late, completed. It's like a Kanban view as a chart. If you want it as a board, go to the board view and say group by progress. That's not started, in progress, completed. And then we have a people workload view. So it's like a board. It says one task is not yet assigned to anyone, but otherwise these are the people involved in this project, and these are the number of tasks each one has, and how much of it is done, how much of it is late, and so on. We also have conditional coloring, which is somewhat like conditional formatting in Excel. So let's say tasks which are not complete, we want to show in red. So if the percent complete is less than 100, I want to show it in red color. The conditional coloring applies only to that column. So I added the column percent complete, and then you can see the conditional coloring. I can add more coloring conditions as well. For example, I want to say if the duration is more than 3 days, I want a different color. On a per column basis, you can have conditional formatting. So now we're in a position to decide which type of tool to use for which type of task. My tasks are tasks which I am supposed to do. Under that, there are private tasks. Means I have added the task and I'm going to do it. Nobody else is involved. Then we have tasks assigned to me. These can come from loop components inserted in meetings or channels or any loop component task list. It also contains tasks assigned to me through Planner. So multiple sources, but assigned to me. Because we didn't have a proper task management system, for decades we have been flagging emails which is a pseudo task. Now onwards, you don't need to do that at all. But if you have flagged emails, those also will be shown. And all will give you a combination of all of them. Finally, we have a unified way of managing tasks of all types. The simplest one is I give a task to myself, go to Planner, add a task, and they will appear under private tasks under my tasks. You can also do the same in the To-Do app as well as the old Outlook tasks. They will still appear as private tasks. Flagging of Outlook mails is an outdated thing, but if you already have some, they will still be visible. But going further, stop flagging emails. Use the private tasks because that's a better option. Others can delegate work to me in two different ways. One is through loop task list, and loop can be added in loop pages or meetings or chat, email, Word, OneNote, many different places. In either case, they will appear under assigned to me, my tasks. If others have created a planner plan, that will still appear under assigned to me. These plans can be basic plans or premium plans, simple tasks as well as linked tasks. And if I have delegated work to others, the best way to do is by creating a planner plan, and I can see individual person's workload by going to people view. And this will be visible under my plans in Planner. I'm sure you found this useful, and it's going to revolutionize the way you execute work from tomorrow onwards. Please subscribe and click on the bell icon. Share it with as many people as you can because everyone needs to know this right now. If I missed something or if you have queries, feel free to post it as comments. So that's it for now. See you next time. Thank you.